Things just keep going from bad to worse around here. Alex Barth and Evan Lazar in Foxborough. And the news is we got here today, not good. Two key Patriots added to the IR, rookie linebacker Whuan Bentley and running back Rex Burkhead. Burkhead with that neck injury he left Sunday's loss with. We don't know what's up with Whuan Bentley.
It looks like it's a pec or
It looks
a
like
shoulder.
it's possibly a shoulder based on a play that's been circulating on Twitter, but the official status was listed as unknown.
Right.
So here we go. Two key players, arguably
Sure.
two of the best players from that loss on Sunday. I mean, panic level, where's it at right now?
Pretty high, I would
Yeah.
say, for this team after watching what they've done the last 2 weeks. I think specifically to lose Bentley is a huge loss because just a player that has really hit the ground running as a rookie and has really surprised some people. A lot of people labeling him a fifth-round gem, a hidden gem that Bill Belichick has discovered. And now to have that happen at this point of the season in season where they really can't get a guy to necessarily do what Bentley was doing, it's a tough loss. They moved him around a lot, the line of scrimmage, playing off the ball, playing on the ball. Listen, this guy looked like he was going to be a really good player for this team for the next couple of years, and now this is a huge setback.
Rex Burkhead, meanwhile, the Patriots far from deep at the running back position.
Been really
How does
up.
this one affect them?
Well, I think that Rex Burkhead affects them in the fact that if Sony Michel doesn't, continue to be productive, they really don't have another between the tackles back now with both Jeremy Hill and Burkhead out for the year. It sounds like, at least for for Jeremy Hill's case, he's definitely done for the year. We don't know if Rex can come back from the IR, but basically right now it was already the Sony Michel show. Now it's going to even be more so the Sony Michel show because they really don't have James White's not the answer as a between the back, tackles running back guy that's really going to tote the rock 15, 20 times in a game unless he absolutely has to. So right now it really gives the Patriots two running backs that I actually trust in the game, and that's Sony and James White. So all of a sudden that depth at running back that we talked about all during training camp and all during the preseason has kind of vanished here for the Patriots.
Makes you miss a guy like Brandon Bolden. Obviously he's not available. He's in Miami. Instead they re-signed Kenyon Barner. He is back in Foxborough. Evan, why Barner and why not Ralph Webb?
It's an interesting question, right? We've been talking about it a lot. Why is Ralph Webb here if it's not as injury insurance? And they've lost two guys at that position, putting them both on IR, and Hill and Burkhead. So at what point in time does Ralph Webb get his chance? I think that Barner is the guy because of his special teams value as a returner.
But again, they have Cyrus Jones back now, and he's playing a role on the defense, so he's not going anywhere.
Right. So I think that it's a very interesting question. My guess is that they want Barner around in case things go south with Cyrus Jones as a returner like we saw in his rookie season. This way they have another guy there that can act as insurance for Cyrus in the punt return game.
And then John Simon, the former Colts linebacker, put together a couple of good years in Indianapolis, has been dealing with some injury problems, was part of the Colts' final roster cuts, unemployed for 3 weeks. Now here he is. What can he bring to the defense?
Well, I heard that he was actually injured, so I think that's part of the reason why he didn't get a job right away. But I think that what he brings to the defense is that Rob Ninkovich, Akeem Ayers type role where he can play on the strong side of the defensive line. He can drop a little bit into coverage, but he also has some good pass rush ability. This is a guy that's like a PFF hero, right? You know how they have those guys that are just kind of like, why does PFF so high on this guy? John Simon's a perfect example of that. He is a pass rusher, pressure guy per snap basis, right? So it's not going to have gaudy sack totals. He's not going to have gaudy QB hit totals, but he just lives in the backfield. At least he has throughout his career. We'll see if he still has that kind of juice in his legs.
That sounds just like what the Patriots need, especially with Trey Flowers still coming back from that concussion, although he was at practice on Wednesday, but gives them another option coming off the edge. A lot of moving pieces here in Foxborough. How will they all fit together? We'll find out on Sunday.